What up, Scoops? Dre here.
Alex here.
Oh, you know it was coming. You know it was coming. We had to give you a little time to go see the movie. Alex and I went to a screening last week. We didn't spoil anything.
We've been sitting on this.
We've been sitting on it.
But we can't wait any longer.
No, you should have seen it this weekend, and if not, well, you should be watching this. Here comes our full spoiler review and breakdown for Deadpool 2. Yes. Yes, please. Now, just right off the bat, what did you feel about this movie?
It was so good.
So
I mean,
good.
I loved original Deadpool. Like, Deadpool 1 has a special place in my heart. But this one was so funny, so entertaining. Like, I think I liked it a little bit more. It just had everything for me.
I gotta see it one more time to decide, but I certainly didn't like it any less than the first movie. I think it is, if anything, on par, if not better. I feel as though they were able to make the story bigger. They were able to expand on Deadpool.
Oh, yeah.
Almost like 22 Jump Street, they were able to make the movie similarly the same thing, but it is ultimately different.
And
I loved
they
it.
had a bigger budget.
Bigger
They've
budget.
got more cameos.
Yes, the cameos. Oh, all right, should we start scrubbing?
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta get to it.
All right, we gotta get to it. So what stood out to you about Deadpool?
Okay, well, first, spoilers.
Spoilers. Full on. Hit that alert.
Spoilers. Because the biggest twist in the first scene is Vanessa dying. What?
Like Jim Christmas.
Okay, first of all, none of us saw this coming.
No.
Like, this was just not even something that was on my radar.
No. I mean, we see that Deadpool's about to blow himself up, and then we're like, why? And he's like, well, let me tell you. And then we cut back to him, like, taking out Chinese Yakuzas, dirtbag strip club owners. And then, Vanessa.
Which is, that the whole first Deadpool was about his relationship and love for Vanessa. And I guess it's still kind of carried over to this film because now he, like, wants to save Russell.
Yeah.
So he can get back with Vanessa.
Because Vanessa keeps telling him, like, when she's in that heaven, dream land, he keeps visiting her. She's like, your heart is in the right place.
Yeah, like, it's something about the children.
Yeah. Like, children give us a chance to be better than ourselves.
Right, and so then Colossus, Colossus tries to have, like, counseling, basically.
Well, yeah.
After Deadpool, we're skipping. Deadpool blows himself up.
Yeah, we're skipping around, just to let you know.
Blows himself up. Colossus takes him in and is like, you're going to be an X-Men. Your first mission is to stop this kid Russell. So he's like, aha.
Well, before we get to Russell, I love the fact that when Colossus takes him to the X-Mansion, first of all, he blows himself. So he's just stuffing him in like a duffel bag. So he's carrying body parts in a duffel bag. And then Deadpool, so we saw it in the trailer, he's just bumming around the X-Mansion in Professor X wheelchair.
He's being pouty.
Being pouty. He's depressed, sleeping on the couch. That's when we meet Naked Sonic Teenage Warhead and her new girlfriend, who's Surge, her superhero name.
It's the perfect juxtaposition.
It's so good, the two together, yeah.
And then, getting back to those cameos, we finally see some more X-Men at the X-Mansion.
Yes.
This is like one of my favorite running jokes, that why do we not get any X-Men at the X-Mansion? Because obviously the first film, we didn't have enough of a budget.
And the studio doesn't want to pay for the big names, yeah. But this time...
Well, we get Beast, and we get some of the X-Men from the First Class film. But then they're like hiding behind the door. We just get like one sneak peek of them because obviously they don't want to put up with Deadpool. They're like, we don't want to be a part of this, and the door just closes.
So yeah, like you were saying, after that they go to confront Russell because that Colossus says to Deadpool, like, you're at official training. That's when he's wearing the X jersey over his costume, and they go to stop this kid who's like causing havoc with his firepower.
So, but of course, it being Deadpool, he has to mess it up because he goes to save Russell and he just totally goes against the X-Men policies and shoots the orderly.
Because he finds out that he asks Russell's like, are these guys hurting you? Like, Deadpool was a beast child, and so was Vanessa, so he can read the signs. And so, like, when he's like, these guys hurting you? He's like, yeah.
And I get it. Like, I'm with Deadpool on that one. That guy needed to go.
Keller was with them. Like, she did, like, even by the end of the movie where he's like, you know, we're going to let authorities take care of him. We're going to be better than him, take the higher road. Keller's like, kill him! Kill that son bitch.
And then Dopinder to the rescue.
Dopinder to the rescue. Yeah, so after he caps the orderly in the head, Colossus takes him down. The police put the inhibitor collars on him. That's what a lot of us expected they were in the trailers with mutants. That's how they control their powers or turn them off. So basically at this point, they get taken to prison in those yellow jumpsuits. And Deadpool he gets to be with Vanessa again. That's his. Especially for the first, I would say half, if not the first 3/4 of this film. He doesn't really care about anybody else. Russell isn't his main mission. He just wants to be with Vanessa.
Yeah, they have that whole back and forth scene, like where it's like, "Get out of here, dog, go!"
Yeah, she had the get dog scene, as Keller calls it, and that's where he says, "Yeah, I don't care about go make friends with somebody who's bigger and badder." Which jumping ahead a little bit,
the Juggernaut,
the Juggernaut,
which we predicted.
We predicted. If you watch our Deadpool trailer reaction. We were like, there was a silver dome that Colossus was punching. I was like, I think that might be Juggernaut's helmet.
And the perfect foreshadowing. Deadpool actually breaks the fourth wall and he's like, that's foreshadowing, kids. When he's talking about finding a big monster in the basement.
Yes! I hear this prison is a giant monster in the basement. That's foreshadowing.
Well, thank you for telling us directly.
Yeah. So after the whole prison setup, Cable finally shows up. He makes the scene.
Which I will have to say was my one complaint. I felt like it took a while to get Cable on screen.
It did.
That was the one thing that I was like, where the hell is Cable? When is he coming in?
Even once he is on screen, not that much.
Yeah, I wanted a little bit more of Cable.
I'm with you on that one. But once he comes back from the future, basically his backstory is you guys saw the movie. He wants to avenge the death of his murderer, of his wife and child that Fire Fist Russell killed
in the future.
In the future when he's a grown man.
Right.
But when he's a boy and he kills the headmaster in Cable's timeline, he gets a taste for blood and he's like, I want to kill and keep on killing. So he basically becomes a mutant serial killer. And he wants to come back to stop that. Deadpool basically just gets caught up in this craziness, and because he wants to be Vanessa and is having these hallucinations, he's like, well, I guess I can be with her if I can save this kid.
Yeah, he's got to save the children. He needs to save his innocence. You know, there's still a little speck of Russell that could be saved.
A little speck. Oh, and before they left the prison, this is a deep cut from the comic books. Black Tom Cassidy, who in the books is just like some sort of, generic mustache twirling X-Men villain. But in this, he's kind of lame in the books. I love the fact that they doubled down on the lameness and basically made him James Franco in Spring Breakers.
Like a Rastafari white guy with a whole crew of white guys behind him.
And Deadpool just keeps referring to him as if he's really Jamaican. Like when Cable shoots Black Tom later, he's like, you killed Black Tom.
you
racist son of a bitch.
So after that whole scene, we have Deadpool starting to get X-Force together because he realizes he needs a team, and this is one of my favorite.
A super duper fucking team. Yes.
That's what he needs. This is one of my favorite scenes from the movie because you have all of them coming in to interview. And then I have to point out, obviously we have Bedlam, Shatterstar, Domino, who's lucky, the Vanisher.
The Vanisher.
Who is not even in the room. He's like trying to interview him. He's like, he might be late. And then Zeitgeist and Peter.
Peter, of course, Peter.
You have to love Peter.
Yeah.
But getting to my point, they're all jumping out of the plane.
Their first mission, they just formed the team.
And they all die. Except for Domino. And we get
because she's lucky.
Of course. But this is my favorite part. This is what I'm building up to.
Here it comes.
Okay, because I had no idea this was going to happen. We finally get to see a small glimpse of the Vanisher because he's getting electrocuted by wires.
Yeah, because they all parachute in different death traps by accident.
And it's Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
You get a second of him on screen, his face How did they get Brad Pitt to do that? 2 seconds on screen.
How did they get Celine Dion to do their title song, which starts off the movie in a James Bond sort of mocking, sexy girl dancing? Oh my God, I love this movie so much. So in this transport thing, the Domino's the only one who... No, Peter survives too.
But not for long.
Not for long, because he's trying to save Zeitgeist. He fell into a wood chipper. But Zeitgeist's powers, also in the comic books, is to vomit acid. So as Peter's trying to save him, he just throws up over him.
Peter, just being a nice guy. He lands, he's like, oh yeah, okay, I did it, I'm okay.
That wasn't that bad. Yeah, and gets murdered by trying to be a good teammate. I love the sequence with Domino, how she's basically trying to catch up to the truck and stop Cable, and the whole time Deadpool's just talking shit in her ear. It's like, luck isn't a power. Can you please tell me how your imaginary abilities are going to help us in this scenario? And she's all of a sudden, it's like, I'm inside. He's like, what? You're inside. Because everything works out for her.
Her superpower is so cool. I've never thought of this, but honestly, I think that would be one of the coolest superhero powers to have.
Yeah.
To just be lucky. Everything works out in your favor. What you want to happen, there's a sequence of events like a domino.
Like a domino.
And it just creates this effect where what you want to happen happens.
It's like Fortunate Final Destination,
exactly.
where everything that happens in a chain is in your favor. So we said earlier in this transport truck, Cable's trying to kill Russell, but Domino's there. Her luck keeps fucking him up. And then Russell, as we already said, pulls the big trigger and releases the Juggernaut, who proceeds to... Well, first of all, I love the fact that in the film, Deadpool fanboys, he's like, Juggernaut, you're my favorite Marvel's character. I can't believe you're in this movie. Like, he's talking to him as if he's like a fan.
But Juggernaut does not give a fuck. He's
no.
like, yeah, I'm just gonna rip you in half.
He actually says that. I'm gonna rip you in half. And then Deadpool's like, that is such a Juggernaut thing to say. And he actually does rip him in half.
Like I wasn't joking.
And then Domino takes him back to grow back his baby legs.
Oh, that was disturbing for everyone involved. The characters in the film, me, it was just not a pleasant sight.
I love how they kept popping in one after another. It's like TJ Miller, Dopinder, Domino. Every time they're like, oh, what are you doing?
That's how I felt. So then we have Cable just popping up behind Deadpool, and we're like, oh, is he here to kill him? But actually, he just wants Deadpool's help.
And even Cable's
and this is where...
Cable's like, what the hell am I looking at?
But this is where they team up,
yes.
Woody and Buzz Lightyear style, which we also predicted.
Because Cable pretty much gives him his backstory about his dead family and says, because of you, dumbass, the Juggernaut has been unleashed, and I'm not powerful enough to stop the Juggernaut. I love that they kept that from the comics, because in the books, Juggernaut is crazy OP. In this movie, he's also still plenty strong.
Mm-hmm. And then I also love that this is Deadpool's moment. He's like, okay, well, I'm going to save this kid. They make this agreement, like, if you can convince him to not kill him 30 seconds, I won't kill him. So Deadpool's like, this is how I'm going to get reunited with Vanessa.
Yes.
And then off they go.
Off they go. They pick up Colossus. He tries to make up with him during the John Cusack boombox on the phone. I'm sorry. Colossus and Negasonic and Nordica, hi, come up for the final act, and that's when they basically wreck shop, whoop ass. Deadpool even says, "Ooh, everyone get ready for a big CGI fight," and then Colossus and Juggernaut fight each other.
Yeah, and that fight was epic.
It was awesome.
Colossus lost a tooth. I thought he was gonna be down, out for the count for a minute, but then. The Juggernaut dies in the worst way possible. I don't even really
Well, not die, because I remember at the very end, like, he's still moving a little bit.
Defeated.
But yeah.
It's just, honestly, it was really unpleasant.
You want to tell them how that happened, Keller?
I don't like it.
Okay.
It's electrical cable.
Yeah.
It goes up his booty hole.
Yeah.
Right,
And then Negasonic blows him into a swimming pool. Basically, ass electrocutes.
He got his ass kicked.
Yes, literally. And fried.
Oh.
Yeah. We're going to wrap this up real quick. Just some of the things we love from the ending. I love the fact that this movie wasn't just, it had plenty of fourth wall breaking, had plenty of slapstick comedy, zany over-the-top action, but in a crazy weird way like the first one did, it found a way to make the character Deadpool emotionally resident. Where in the first one you understood, yeah, there's a guy who's basically like burned alive and had his girlfriend taken away from him. He wants to get her back and get revenge on people that burned him alive. This one, he basically, the whole movie, he's pretty much suicidal and depressed, and he just wants to be back with his girlfriend. He wants to die pretty much, but throughout the course of the film, and by the end, where he finally does save Russell and go into, like, the dream world, Vanessa's like, you need to be with your family.
Yeah, it's like he finds a reason to live.
He finds a reason to live, yes.
That's what I was going to say at the end of your little tirade
there.
Yeah, wrap it up with that.
It was a good wrap up. Before we go, love Dopinder murdering the crap of the order, the headmaster, and he keeps saying the whole movie I want to kill DP, and Deadpool's trying to steer him off from murder. He's like, no, I got the taste for blood.
Dopinder so much, and also I thought the headmaster needed to go. He had to get cut.
He didn't need to
die.
I was
glad. Russell got his
revenge. It ends very sweetly with the newly formed X-Force, Domino, Cable, Deadpool, Dopinder,
and Colossus. I love that Colossus joins.
So do I, because he even starts to curse at the end. Deadpool's like, say fuck for me just one time. Yeah. So I love the fact that he decided that maybe he's more of an X-Forcer than an X-Man, which again, going back to the comics, Colossus eventually does leave the X-Men and become an X-Force member when he gets a little bit more hardcore, a little bit more extreme. And then the end credit scene.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, there's so much I have to say about this. I'm so confused. So He gets Negasonic Warhead and
Noriko.
Gosh, I'm never gonna. Surge. Can we just call her Surge?
We'll call her Surge. For now on, it's Surge. Yeah.
To fix the time machine, and he goes back in like 4 different spans of time.
Yes.
And he saves Peter in one of them.
Keeps him from being thrown up on.
Yes. Yeah. So Peter walks away. I'm like, okay, that was good. This is
like,
nice.
I guess that was kind of scary.
Yeah. He kills Ryan Reynolds as Ryan Reynolds is sitting there with the Flash script.
No, Green Lantern.
Oh, sorry.
I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Yeah, we watched CW.
Those things that we're not interested in.
Yeah, I love he's sitting at a desk reading the Green Lantern script.
The big time,
kid. Welcome to the big time, kid. Bullet to the back of the head. Yeah.
It's like, you're going to thank me later.
You'll thank me later. And then the scene where we get introduced to the awful Deadpool from X-Men Origins Wolverine with the mouth sewn shut. She kills him instantly. And
no one needed to see that.
No one. And then, like, I forget what he says, but something to Hugh Jackman. It's like, hey, take care, Wolverine, or something like that. And then
he goes back in time and saves Vanessa. Okay, and this, we've been discussing this.
We don't know what this means.
Could this be real for the next film? Is Vanessa going to be alive? But then if Vanessa is alive, does that mean, like, none of this actually happened? Because if Vanessa was alive, he never would have had to go save Russell, and then Cable wouldn't have come down because they wouldn't have been together. I mean, maybe Cable still did come down and then Russell was killed. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know right now. So I guess we'll find out come the next Deadpool. Any final thoughts?
I guess just I was really pleased with this. I thought it was really funny. Like I said, Deadpool 1, it was still like it was the first time we got a real Deadpool, so I do love that. But I think that this one, I laughed more during it.
I'm with you.
It was more fun. It was bigger. The cameos, it was just, I think I'm at Deadpool 2.
I think I might have to like the second one over the first one. And for the record, if I was on the fence before, Domino pushes me over. Zazie Beetz, Atlanta, I was already in love with her. After this movie, I'm like in love with her. Like badass, black, awesome. Zazie Beetz. Yep. Oh, good.
Down.
Good. Shut up. Okay. All right.
I also love Zazie Beetz.
Yeah. Okay.
And Dopinder. That's my favorite. And Peter.
Well, Scoobs. Thanks for checking out our spoiler review for Deadpool 2. We hope you loved it as much as we did. Let us know what you thought about this film in the comments below. You know how to do.
Your favorite jokes and lines. I love when you guys tell us that stuff and we talk about it.
And let us know what you think is going to be coming up in Deadpool 3. And if any of that end credit stuff is canon, or is that just...
Is Vanessa alive?
Is Vanessa alive? And is Peter alive? All right. As always, make sure to like, subscribe. Hey!
Hit that bell for alerts.
Couldn't wait.
No. I had to keep it going. And as always, please make sure to leave us your comments. Aside from letting us know what your favorite parts of the film were, if there are any trailer reactions or movie reviews you want us to do, just let us know.
Do that. All right, gang. Until next time, I've been Dre.
And I'm Alex.
Stay groovy, Scooby.